Well, we've been playing this for quite a while now. We've almost hit 1 million people in the region of New York, which is nowhere near the population of the actual New York, but it's still rather commendable, if I may say so myself. We've also got so much money, so I'm going to be creating a lot more jobs and also a lot more houses. There's a lot of residential area that still hasn't been built up properly, so we'll go ahead and try to make it a bit more lucrative. Place maybe a couple of schools, although we did place a lot of schools last episode. I think maybe transport's going to be the next big thing, but because our CBD is right in the middle of the city, then it shouldn't be all that bad, because you can, no matter where you are, it's pretty much the same distance no matter where you live, so it shouldn't be all bad news for the people. Now, Mayor, a giant of governing gifts. Everyone seems to like me. We also built a couple of world wonders, which seem to have really helped out how much the people actually like us and want to live around here. There's a lot more businesses around, although none of them are really massive skyscrapers. There's a couple, but they're still not big enough. So, with about 6 days left, let's keep going on. We'll speed time up, right up that is. Safety seems to be going down. That would probably be because our crime isn't the best. Oh, Jesus. Wow. Okay, how did our merit rating go up so high? It's at 100, and I did not do any missions. That is really weird. It can't possibly be because of, like, our budget. It's catching up, the expenses to the income, but we're still good because we just need to play a bit, and then more people will start coming in because of all these residential spaces. So I guess crime is the big problem. Let's check that out. Okay. It's not all bad. I'm surprised there's so much crime happening around here. I should change that. It is the golf course though. Makes sense. Old Pops is stealing other people's golf clubs or something. So let's go over to government services. And we want police. Okay, we want something small though. Something that'll be able to fit. I don't think the deluxe police station is going to fit there. What else? A city jail. We haven't got a jail though yet, have we? So I think we have to settle for the small police station, which at least will shut up some people here. Hopefully. Should change some things around. I guess it'll take a bit of time though for all that to disappear. So let's turn everything off. At least that off. And maybe over here there'll be a couple more houses, and this section, this little line over here will be like more businesses around. So we've got St. Basil's Cathedral, is it? Yeah, St. Basil's. Not big on Russian architecture myself, or history, really. So I've got no clue. Another game I've been looking at is like the Total War games. I've been playing a bit of them actually. But we'll be playing in Rome too, definitely when that comes out. So what should I go for? You know what, let's continue with the trend and keep building those damn skyscrapers next to the cemeteries as well. Which is more amusing more than anything. Okay. Now, there's a massive demand for industry, but they can keep dreaming. Yeah, they're definitely not getting that. Although, business, there's definitely a big need for business. So let's go for desirability. And we want to look at commercial services. Okay. So yeah, there should be a couple of skyscrapers over in this section. Over here as well, shouldn't be all too bad. That cost a lot of money though. And I'll do this little area here. Okay. What's over here? I guess they are all high. Well, there's a couple of skyscrapers around here. It's interesting that, I guess the middle section, of course. Okay. And then no one really wants to work around there. So let's continue on. Turn everything off. Hopefully more people will come in, and the goal is to try to get about 1 million people or so. Maybe even this episode, you never know. But people seem to be abandoning. Yes. Wow, 5,000 people. The Salvation Tower. Alright, well this is the boring bit that I even don't like. Building the subways. So we'll need to build them up on, where are we? On streets, on roads. It's on roads? Yeah, it is on roads then. Okay, we want a bus subway thing. Clearly that's not a road. This is a street, isn't it? Roads are, where is the road? Here's the road. Let's place a couple of them on the roads here. Although I'm sure there are a few. Healthcare workers on strike. That's quite surprising. Actually, very surprising, but okay. And one-way avenue? No. I don't want any of that. Alright. Stop complaining, please. Streets, here we are. This is what I was looking for. Bus subway streets. We'll build like 4 or 5 around just so that people can go ahead and they don't have to walk very far. Okay, now the hard work of connecting everything up. And mayor rating seems to be still at around 100. A couple of people do seem to have problems with the commute time, so you know what? Maybe we could go check the graph and check out where he is commute time. I'm hoping that's like 2 hours. Ah, that was bad. Wait. Oh, right. So it's nowhere near as bad as what it was before. I guess these are minutes then. Like 2... Is that really 2 minutes? Because, I mean, it's 120. I don't think a commute time to work would take 120 hours myself. Like, what, the whole week? So let's connect everything up. I'm assuming it's got to be minutes, so... 2 minutes to get to work. I don't know what people are complaining about their commute times. It hasn't seemed to go up either. So we'll have to go over underground, or under, not really over anything, and connect everything up. So the more lines, the better. So I'll start one across here. Okay. So I want a bit of these lines crisscrossing each other, and it'll just make everything a lot easier. And so we don't need to really have all that many subway stations that way. Let's connect that and connect them. Okay, that's decent. And right across here. Okay. Now they should all hopefully stop complaining. It could be like a subway there, but it seems like everything is very well done. As most people seem to be commuting from over that way. There could be a couple more subway stations down south and southeast. And of course, once we expand through to the southwest as well, that'll go on. But at the moment, it seems to be pretty perfect. I think it's time to bulldoze a couple of buildings though. Not sure if anyone's living there or not. Well, if you got to ask, then it's probably best to delete it. That one doesn't look the best, so I might as well get rid of those people. Okay, and there seems to be a couple of houses here as well that are having problems. Okay, so I think I'll go ahead and build some parks, probably. Because I don't know what people really want. Is it better healthcare? Let's check out graphs, because graphs are usually the best indicators of everything. Education, it is improving. It continually seems to be improving. I guess that's from the funding boost. Education by age, it could, yeah, it probably should be a lot higher though, wouldn't it? Have to be. Life expectancy, yeah, that's pretty bad. So you know what? Because a couple of our hospital workers or nurses or whatever were complaining about like health and I guess the amount of people, the patients that they have there, they were complaining about them. Maybe we should go ahead and build a couple more. So let's just build them right in the middle of the town somewhere where they'll have maximum coverage. And of course, I can't afford all of it, so it's not really going to be that much of an issue. Oh, $5 million. I think that's more than enough. This section isn't covered at all, so that was a bit of an oversight. And I'll place another one here. Because after all, it's high density, so you need a lot more. Well, you need a lot more hospitals placed densely. So let's check out. I don't have any patients yet, but that will change. Big business wants municipal airport. They can keep dreaming on that one. Let's look for more. There we go. There's one of them. That's got 1,600 patients. It's not bad at all. Have you gotten any yet? 566. Okay, so it seems like everything's going really well. We both 570 people. Yep. So it seems like our people really have nothing to complain about in terms of life expectancy. It should be moving up a lot more now. It's interesting because we're playing it like super fast speed, but I think that because like the city's so big, it's taking quite a little while. Like it moves really fast sometimes and it just slows down a lot some other times. It's weird. We're starting to get some more respectable businesses up here. And now education, that's another thing that I've got to work on. So, like a city college, I think. I've already gotten a city college. What's this? A main library. Residential population, mayor rating, and number of good public libraries. So, I think we'll need a bit more public libraries. Where is a public library? Okay, so I guess by public library, they just mean local branch libraries. Okay. We'll just place them wherever. And we'll just hope for the best in covering as much people as we can. And having one of the best educational systems that we can get. Just check out how we are for money. Still nothing to complain about here. You've got to be insane to complain about the money that we're making. And let's educate these people. Or at least give them the opportunity to educate themselves. Beautiful. Now a couple more schools will never hurt. Where are we, schools? City Museum, large high school. We want main oh, here we go. This is what I wanted. Main library sort by bibliophiles. Yes, I will take you up on that offer. Where should the main library be? It should be one of the most, well, it is one of the most important things in our city. If only I could build it over like the park, like make it the central feature of our city, right in the middle of the parks. Let's just place it like to the side then. It's not that much of a grand building though. We can do with that. What are you complaining about? Abandoned due to commute time. I do not understand how you could be complaining at all due to commute time. You're surrounded by jobs, damn it. Absolutely surrounded by jobs, and he's complaining. Yeah, we're getting lots and lots of nice gifts. Doesn't seem like there's anything to complain about. Life expectancy should be rocketing up. But it really isn't. Maybe I could... I don't know, what should I do? Check out these rewards. Got a main library already. Increases the effectiveness of your libraries. I've done all that. Disease and Research Center. I'm pretty sure I've already built one here. City Zoo. A day at the zoo can make Sims happier. Okay, you know what? We'll place that where the people live. Or roughly where they live. Such as over here. I think I should spruik up this area at least. Any moment now. Traffic volume. There's lots of cars. I'm happy that more people are walking though. What else? Subways have definitely picked up lately. Industry. Well, we don't even have industry, so be quiet, please. Mayor rating, that's at 100. Demand for housing seems to be going up and down. This is going to be great to look at. It's just been rocketing away. Ever since when, like, the last 10 years or so. It just really picked up. So we hit $6 million now. So, education. Bro, it's still at 80. It's nowhere near good enough. It's still going up, and hopefully it will continue to, but I'll need that to move on. So, can't really invest in anything, really, that's going to make too much of a difference. I guess some more high schools will help out, more universities. I think that's the thing that we've got to do, like more city colleges. I'm going to build a few. And of course, we want these high density buildings to be well educated too, so it won't hurt in placing something where it'll fit. Like here. Okay, now, how are we for money? Still, we're laughing all the way to the bank. Plus, I've got $6 million just to try and recover anything if we've really screwed up. I think I might have to go with industry, like down here, down south, because, yeah, I want to grow. Well, there seems to be demand for housing. There we go. Moved up again. I just need a lot more jobs. So, let's go with high density. Make all of these high density then. So at least there'll be lots of businesses and more opportunities for us to get taxed. So I'm not going to complain about that. And the commute times for at least these people in this little strip should be really low. There we go. That's a lot better. I think it's just a waiting game at the moment. What other things can we look at? So life expectancy, it's pretty much stagnated at 60. Just above it, like 62 or something, so that's not good enough. Population by age, yeah, we seem to have a really young population, but that's because I guess our city is only 29 years old, so it's pretty young in terms of, yes, that's why we've only got people that are aged between 21 and 30, I'd assume. So hopefully that'll move on. Education by age. Garbage, we've gotten rid of that problem. Well, it's coming back now. Yeah, it's definitely coming back now. We might have a garbage problem sooner or later. Lots of jobs. Let's check out So the high residential, wait, let's go past 10 years. So the high wealth residential doesn't seem to be growing all too much. High wealth commercial, not too much either. And of course there's no high tech or anything of the sort. You want damn airports. You know what? I will give in. I'll buy them an airport. I'll give them a small international one at that. Right by the avenue. They're going to have to cop it. They're going to have to cop that suite. Like these businesses, they're going to be right next to the airport. But they wanted it after all. And we might be able to make this area a bit more industrious. In effect. Convention Center. I wouldn't mind one of them. Of course, that's always good for business, and I'll place it here. I'm pretty sure. Wait, I don't have an airport. No, that was the first airport. That is why they were all complaining. We're starting to get more high rises. That's always nice. Let's go ahead and delete this ugly ass building. Oh, there's two of them. Look like one. Okay. I really don't like the brown buildings, but there's a lot of people in them, so it's not really worth deleting them just yet. Here, it looks like it's a ghetto town with all these flea markets. And over here, it's really growing. We just need a lot more people over on this section. Maybe we could go to... What other things are there? Building styles. Oh, really? More power. Okay, well, we're reaching the limits. Okay. So I should check up on what we need for the hydrogen power plant, sorry. High-tech industry, and I'm sure our power needs are over 30, well, almost over 30,000. They're getting there. So we need more high-tech industry population. Of course, high-tech is industry, so you know what? I'll give in. Let's get industry up in this. I'd really want it away from houses. Now, in SimCity, in the new one, there will be like wind, so it's going to affect where you place your businesses if you're environmentally conscious or if you want happy citizens, and you're really going to have to pay attention to that. I'll have to also water some of these buildings, but wow, they definitely are building up quickly. We are clamoring for more juice, so you know what? We might as well just place the juice with this industry, because I'm sure the industry is just going to eat it all up. So moving on, let's see, it should like rocket up next time. Suburbia, oh, nuclear solution. I'll place that, well, it's the fire, the chances of fire are quite large. Let's place it right next to the businesses. Not realistic at all, but I'll take it. Okay, now with all this industry, hailing Agua needs help. Water is crying for help. Check the pollution data. Alright, okay. Makes sense. So we'll go ahead and do all that next episode, where we'll be cleaning out the water. We'll have to create an independent water system for the industry. But until next time, hopefully you have enjoyed. Hopefully the game won't crash while we're saving. And I'll see you later very